Hey, what's up, guys? Guys, how's everybody doing? I'm wearing my Ray Bans, limited edition, real Ray Bans. These are real, limited to Tim Wright. If you're interested in Ray Bans, I will be going into Ray Ban business. All right, let's see here. Jokes aside, let's bring on Red.
Tim, you did that intentionally.
Intentionally? What do you mean? Intentionally? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Did you want to cover the story, or do you not want to cover it, or do you want me to cover it? Do you want me to cover it, and you can play Switzerland? Okay.
Oh, see. There's a story.
Uh-oh. I don't know this story. I'm interested.
I haven't heard of any of these stories before. It's the first time I hear of stories. We're here to talk watches.
We're here to talk watches, but let's cover the breaking news and get it out of the way. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So let's cover it. So the breaking news this week, and this is all a matter of public record. Oh wow, you're bringing it up. So the largest, one of the largest eyewear brands in the world, Luxottica Group.
The Luxottica. I hate Luxottica. They're fikers.
Massive $10 billion conglomerate based in Italy.
Can you believe it? Most of the sunglasses on the planet are made by Luxottica.
Absolutely. Very much like Rolex, by the way, extremely vertically integrated and very secretive.
Yeah. They're super secret because they don't want everyone to think they want. So guys, for real, there is a conspiracy. Right? These bikers, right? There's all these brands. Ray-Ban, Tom Ford, Prada, all of these different brands, Guess Station sunglasses, right? All of these sunglasses, they're all made by one manufacturer, conglomerate.
And what they did, just to talk a little bit about their strategy, going back a decade or so, is they said, listen, sunglasses, very much like luxury wristwatches, eyeglasses are something that you put on the face, that you take a lot of pride in, that there's fashion to them. They're not just a women's accessory, but a men's accessory. And we're going to be in the business of manufacturing, distributing, and retailing sunglasses, being one of the most vertically integrated companies, owning all of these prestigious brands. And we're going to start charging a lot more money for sunglasses because we think it's worth it. And we're going to start convincing customers that something that costs $10 to make or $15 to make.
Dude, it goes cents. This is like 10 cents.
Instead of charging $80 or $100, we're going to start charging $300, $500, $700 for glasses.
Fuck,
and
we're going
to let people pay for them. So
it's a straight up scam.
Straight up scam. They're well known for running so many famous brands. Giorgio Armani, Bulgari, Ray-Ban, Oakley.
You don't have to say. It's literally every single brand of
every brand of sunglasses there is,
except maybe like boutique only special edition. I don't even know. Oliver's people, are those made by Luxottica as well?
I think almost everything is in some way
probably
in some way touched by them, because
unless it's like a Japanese handmade sunglasses, they're probably made by Luxottica.
Well, but the thing is, Tim, not only do they make sunglasses, but they're one of the leading distributors and retailers of sunglasses. If you want to buy
them, they sell them, and it doesn't stop there. They also make all the prescription equipment as well.
Absolutely. If you go into Lens Crafters, or if you go into Pearl Vision, but your insurance company sends you to Pearl Vision, or if you go into Target Optical, or any of these places,
these bikers not gonna stop until they own your fucking eyes. I'm telling you this right now. Until they own your eyes, they will not stop.
When you walk into a mall and you think you're buying a brand from Sunglass Hut, you know what? Luxottica owns Sunglass Hut. They own everything. So they are one of the most prestigious and ruthless and successful fashion companies in the world. So, and then the news broke this week that company, Luxottica Group, based in Italy,
a very trustworthy company,
but ruthless.
Yeah.
And they protect their brands and their trademarks with vengeance, like another company that we know and admire very well in the luxury. But they this week filed a federal trademark lawsuit against a company called Luxage Group. We know them in the watch industry as Luxury Bazar, based in Pennsylvania. So they filed a lawsuit against Luxury Bazar and Roman Scharf, and that claim is that they violated trademark laws and violated the trademarks owned by Luxottica, specifically the Ray Ban trademarks. And what
Ray Bans.
And what Luxottica did or is claiming in their federal lawsuit is actually quite simple. The facts of the case, as they claim,
how simple are they?
Very simple. They hired an investigator. They had an inkling that Luxury Bazar was engaged in selling counterfeit goods bearing Luxottica-owned trademarks. So they sent an investigator to purchase on 3 separate occasions products that claimed to be Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Now, how would they know whether they're counterfeit Ray-Bans or whether they're real Ray-Bans?
Well, that's a great question. What they did is they hired an investigator to purchase sunglasses from Luxury Bazar on 3 occasions, in November and 2 times in December of 2021. And they bought 15 pairs of sunglasses.
Okay.
And then that investigator worked with Luxottica, and Luxottica reviewed and evaluated those products. And Luxottica's findings, as they claim in the lawsuit, we're not saying this is true, but as they claim in the lawsuit,
what did they claim?
They claim that the trademarks that you see on this page, as they were put on the products, were actually not authentic trademarks, number one. And number two, they determined all the products themselves were counterfeit. All of the products and accessories purchased, sunglasses, accessories,
15?
cases, whatever, all of them were counterfeit goods. And those are pretty damning facts, if you ask me, if true, as claimed by Luxottica Group. So that was filed in federal court in the Southern District of Florida this week, and we're not expecting any word from, any formal statement from Luxury Bazar on it, as it's pending litigation, and I'm sure they have their side of the story, and it'll be filed in a response in federal court. But the facts are plain as day, and they're pretty damning, if true.
Wow! Also, these are all the different examples that they bought.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, and let's remember Luxury Bazar before they're well known in the watch world as one of the leading providers of a secondary reseller of pre-owned watches, number one. And then they're also known for being on YouTube. They have a show called Gray Market, which is a show that kind of chronicles the sales and kind of business practices of the Luxury Bazar company. So those are the 2 things they're known for in the watch world, but their primary business is selling jewelry and secondhand accessories that they buy, basically like closeout goods. I mean, I think and they do closeout watches too. Like they bought like 150, Girard Perregaux closeout discount watches. I mean, so that's their primary business. It's like dealing in, I'm not going to call it junk jewelry because it's not junk jewelry. It's more like closeout jewelry at discount prices and, closeout accessories that have been discontinued and things like that. And then selling them wholesale. Over 80% of their business is wholesale, selling to other distributors and other dealers.
Let's go to this chat. Just a second. Just give me a second here. We're gonna get back.
Let's say hi to everybody and go through some of the comments.
Let's get the viewers involved. This is shocking. I am shocked. I'm shaking. I need a drink. Hearing these news, I need a drink now. My heart is pumping. I don't know what to do.
Hey, what happened?
I don't know what to do. I'm lost.
What happened?
Well, I'll tell you in a second. Just Cameron, just hold.
Cameron's late to the party,
man. Cameron, I'm shook. I'm shaking. Don't you see me? I'm shaking. Cars and Chrono says, Tim just tuned in and heard Dita or Matsuda. Are those Dita and Matsuda, those Japanese? They're handmade? They have anything to do they have anything to do with Luxottica? I hope not. Teen Tickers reminding everyone to slap that upvote button like you're slapping I don't know what. Wood. Like you're slapping wood. We got David H. Tim may not get to visit after all. Oh, wah, 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 wah. I wish he's gonna go there next week. Eddie Visaya, 5 pounds. I know you like these guys, Tim, but come on! These guys just filthy flippers. They're
Eddie,
flippers.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Eddie, to whom are you referring? I mean, you mean some of these guys? Are you talking about some of these leading
He's talking about the
YouTube
whole
personalities?
gray market.
The dirty flipper.
The whole of the gray market. The filth. The flipping filth. Evan, Ray Bans are overrated. AO optical pilot glasses are much better.
It's funny that that
probably also
say that because,
Luxottica.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the eyeglass market, sunglass market parallels a lot of the watch market, right? I mean, people overpay for the prestige of the brand, the history of the brand, the status of the brand. And so, to say like Ray-Ban is crap or Oakley is crap or whatever, well,
it's all Luxottica. It's crap because it's Luxottica owned, the conglomerate overlords.
People might say that about Rolex or Tudor. They
can somebody please fill me in?
Mass-produced crap.
Right, one second. Ronnie Paul, $5 Canadian. 60 Minutes did a special on Luxottica years ago. The video is on YouTube. Do a search on 60 minutes Luxottica. Do you know who makes your sunglasses? Boom, there you go, guys. Check it out.
Ruthless.
Put it in your thing. Yeah. Red Shovel, £1, 79 cents. Everyone with the watch from Roman has touched cloth.
I'm not sure what that means, but I don't think that's a fair characterization.
Yeah. Well, it means that they're maybe questioning if the watch they've got is now genuine.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's fair to take one instance of supposed distribution or sales of counterfeit products and then claim that because that applies to pre-owned watches. I don't know if we could make that stretch.
Wait, they sold fake shit?
You can go back and watch from the beginning, Cam, and then come back when you're done.
No, I don't have that much time, OC.
Okay, well then don't comment.
I'm just trying to get filled in.
Just,
like
Cameron,
2 seconds.
Just hold tight. Just hold the horses, okay? Just
hold your horses
there for a minute. Yeah. Air King Ben, what's this got to do with Grand Seiko? I have no idea. I mean, these titles, they don't.
Nothing, but it's
just
breaking news, and
man.
Yeah, it's clickbait, and other people were bringing it up in the comments, and I think we fairly kind of waited until it was public knowledge, and there is a federal lawsuit that was made public, and I think it's out in the open now.
Yeah.
Did that
Eddie
lawsuit just come out today?
£5. 1 second. Tim, you're a good guy, but please stop with your alliances to the gray market.
Allegiance. Allegiance is worse than alliance. Allegiance means like you're bowing down to the gray market. It's almost worse than an alliance.
Listen, I mean, look, if anything, I have a bit of a regret. You know what? I'll tell you this, Vikers. Eddie, you're making a good fucking point. You know what? I know some people do find this stuff to be extremely entertaining to going out. But so for example, I'm gonna go to Philly. We're gonna go to Philly. We'll stop by, but we're not gonna dwell there forever, right? I already said that I'm gonna stop by the what's it called? The luxury bazaar. But Eddie, good freaking point. You know what? Instead of going out to seeing the dealers, I'm gonna start going and seeing what's it called? I'm gonna start going and to seeing people, the viewers, visiting the viewers so much better.
This is a show about the people, and listen, we are now the first show to cover this breaking news story, and let's see if everybody else shies away from it and they're sheep, or they actually take the subject head on, bring the news story to the people as they claim to be, and discuss it like we're discussing it. I think it's a fair topic for discussion. Let's see if if Anthony brings it up and some of the friends across the pond and other gray market dealers, or if they cover it up because he's one of their own. We're not beholden to the gray dealers here on this show, except for David SW.
Well, look, I mean, there could be an explanation to all of this, right? There could be an explanation. I think, look, the wizard in the chat says that Roman bought an entire warehouse of sunglasses and mixed goods. So I don't know if Roman made this statement yet, but like, if this is kind of what he does, right? He buys there was one where he bought like a whole bunch of stuff, like a box of dials or something, like a box of stuff. And maybe, I mean, the fakes were so good they thought they were real. It's like with this stuff.
But the question is then, how does he go through and authenticate goods that he purchases?
I understand watches authentication. He probably has a watchmaker, and it goes through a watchmaker, and they what's it called? They authenticate everything. But with the sunglasses, how the frick
listen?
Is this real? I don't know.
Listen, they're in a big giant box somewhere. They're in a big giant box. He gets them in. He sells them. He ships them out. I mean, he doesn't go in open every single box of thousands of pairs of sunglasses.
Listen, I don't think he would be like I don't think he would be selling them if he thought they. Okay. $4.9 is fine. $2 has Roman made a statement yet? I don't know, but
I doubt he will, because this is pending litigation. But I think the other point to bring up is that, and I'm not saying this is Roman's fault, because we don't know that it is, but over the past 2 years, he has not shied away from the spotlight. He's someone who does like to be a public figure. He enjoys being in the spotlight. He enjoys videos, and he made a whole show about the business of luxury bazaar and selling jewelry and watches. So he put himself out as a very public figure. So in a way, he put a very big target on his back, because if Luxottica wanted to basically make an example of somebody and make a big public splash, of a secondary dealer selling counterfeit goods, boom, they got their attention. They targeted someone who was on YouTube, who and likes video attention. So now, great, you wanted attention, you got some attention.
And you know what? Okay, 1 second. Has Roman made a statement yet? So the wizard says that.
But the wizard's not speaking for Roman. I mean, let's be clear. He's not speaking
for Roman. He's just speaking. He says that this is what he heard. Okay. Of
course.
The guy bought a warehouse of stuff, and he was just reselling it. He thought that was. But then again, it's not.
That's a perfectly legitimate explanation. But by the way, it's still selling counterfeit goods.
Yeah.
Do you not think that if that he should make a statement like straight away?
Oh, I think he will. And this is just today. This just happened today, right?
And also recall whatever
Darren Wright. 1 second. Yeah, let's just. Oh, we got Paul. Okay, well, Darren Wright, £2, best watch for 13K pounds, right here, baby. The Explorer 2 polar dial. This is as good as it gets for 13 pounds, 13,000 pounds. Paul, welcome to the show.
Evening, gents. Can you hear me all right?
Hey,
man.
Can hear you
great.
It's kind of crazy news.
What do you make of the news breaking in the United States this week?
Well, I've seen like, if I'm totally truthful with you, I've seen like 1 or 2 comments. A couple of people have been asking me today to make a comment, but I know absolutely nothing about it. So if you guys want to fill me in, I'm happy to make a comment.
Oh, let me get the super chat, and then I'll break it down. Eddie Vasayo, £10. Tim, solid. Appreciate this. Absolutely solid commitment. Please stay on our side. The collectors and buyers. Sounds like that's your plan, and I really appreciate it. Eddie, got you, man. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, and
do you want me to quickly recap for Paul?
Yeah.
Quickly,
thanks.
Quickly recapping, Paul. Luxottica Group, one of the largest global conglomerates in the eyewear business, based in Italy, owner of the Oakley and Ray Ban brands, as well as dozens of other fashion luxury brands, as well as leading distributors, insurance companies, and retailers like Sunglass Hut, iMed, Pearl, Target Optical, etc., filed a federal lawsuit against the company we know as Luxury Bazar and Roman Sharf, claiming trademark infringement. And the facts of the case, as they lay it out in their claim, are very simple, but very damning. On 3 separate occasions, a Luxottica investigator made purchases from Luxury Bazar of products that claimed to be Ray-Ban branded products, the trademarks of which are owned by Luxottica. And on all of those samples were sent to Luxottica for evaluation and review, and all of the pieces were found to have inauthentic trademarks, and all the pieces were found to be fully counterfeit, containing counterfeit items, glasses, accessories, etc., that were parts of the bundle. So basically, the facts are pretty simple, and I'm sure there's a very logical explanation, but the facts are very plain and very damning, and Luxottica filed that federal lawsuit this week.
Now, OC, against, according to Stefano, who was talking to Roman says that they bought like a whole warehouse of stuff, and these counterfeits were mixed in probably with
totally fair explanation.
They weren't able to tell when they were reselling these. They weren't able to tell the difference. So
yeah, I mean, but you should know better. If you buy a whole warehouse of Rolexes, they're probably not real.
This is tough. Paul, what do you think? This is
okay. So I'll just give it to you guys straight as I mean, this is what you're battling with. I'm looking in the comments now, and I see Faye Clegg says 4P, as in Thorpe, has been told to come on and push the Roman narrative.
Oh, come on, let's not go there. Paul's a stand-up guy. Paul's a classy guy. He's going to tell it straight as it is.
This is the sort of shit that you're faced with when something like this comes up. Look, I haven't spoken to Roman. I was going to go to bed and watch a bit of Tim in bed as I normally do. Not saying you send me to sleep, Tim, but I always find it a bit.
I did not send you the link. I just I opened this up and. Everyone is messaging me, hey, you have to cover this.
Yeah, I saw the comments and I thought, you know what, that's like something's obviously breaking here, because I've seen a couple of comments on my channel today. Will you comment about Roman, blah, blah, blah. Look, I haven't spoken to Roman. I've certainly not been sent here to give out any narrative. What I will say is this, is that, look, I've been to Roman's facility. I've seen the operation firsthand just recently. I've seen like the warehouse full of goods, if you like. Roman this is the way I see it. If people don't like it, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm just telling you as I see it. Roman runs a multi-million pound, $1 million business. Every conversation I've ever had with that man has been for the good of his business and for the industry in general. If anyone out there in the world, anyone seriously thinks that a man like Roman Sharf would be deliberately selling a few pairs of knockoff Ray-Bans, they must be stark raving mad. Because look, let me tell you something. You know, I mean, the gentleman earlier on said, you know, if you was to buy a warehouse full of Rolex, you know, some of them are going to be fake. I mean, yeah, that's probably right. But Ray-Bans are not on the same level as Rolex, right? I can go into the local high street here and buy a pair of Ray-Bans from about half a dozen places. You can't do that with a Rolex watch. So, look, yes, am I going to defend Roman as a friend? Yes, 100%. I would stand by him 1,000,000%. Did he know that he was selling counterfeit, if the allegations are correct? And I'm taking it that they are because of the paperwork that you presented me. The explanation is really simple. There's been a cock-up. It's no more. There's nothing more and nothing less than a cock-up.
I'll tell you this, Paul. I mean, there is also a second side to this story. Just really quickly, Darren Wright, 5 pounds. I came to your show from the great Paul Thorpe show last night. Love the show. Thank you, Darren. Paul, there is quite a thing, because You know how the primary market, so probably Luxottica, they don't want Ray-Bans to be sold on eBay. They don't want these things to be sold on gray markets. And they're probably, they want to use something like this to basically scare people
Make
into
a very public
buying.
example, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to create a public example to create a scare that,
Yeah.
hey, all of these gray market dealers, if you buy it from them, you're gonna buy a fake. So instead of buying from them at the discount, they want you to go to their website. They want you to go to Ray-Ban website. They want you to go to Oakley website and buy it at full retail, knowing full well that probably the counterfeit was probably just as good as the real one, because it's not like a watch that has a movement. There's hand finishing. It's just a piece
There's
of
a couple
plastic.
of things. There's a couple of things here, Tim. There's a couple of things that I want to, and I'm just looking at again the some of the comments. Look, if it turns out, as M3 Carlino rightly states, if they're fake, they would lose the case. Pleading ignorance is no defense of the law. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
But when you look at the size of Roman's business and what he does, and his core business, and I think Roman will I can't speak for him, but he'll probably take a lesson out of this, the same as I would. The lesson that I would take out of this is that, hey, do what you do best. Now, Roman is an out-and-out watchman. That's his business, and I saw someone earlier on saying, there'll be a few people worried about the watches they bought for Roman. I've bought watches for Roman. Am I worried? I've not even given it a second thought.
I don't think.
Not in a million years, right? Because this is the deal, right? Is that people will love nothing more than to jump on his back because he's a successful man. He has a successful YouTube channel. And at the end of the day, people will love to jump on his back. For me, there's one very simple explanation to this. It's a cock up. And I'll tell you something else as well, is that back in the day, Rolex used to outsource their acrylic glasses. Okay, so I can't remember the name of the company, but let's just say the company was the original OC. So, and let's say I'm Rolex, right? So I'm buying my acrylic glasses from the original OC, putting them on my watches, out they go, 100% Rolex. All of a sudden, the original OC's license with me runs out, with Rolex runs out. Yeah. And then once they start making them in-house, etc., or they license them out wherever they license them out to, all of a sudden the original OC's ones are not original Rolex anymore. Now I don't think that's the case. Anything's gone here like this with the sunglasses. I'm not suggesting it is, but what I'm saying is there's always another side to a story, always another side to a coin. And I will 1,000,000% publicly right now stand by Roman and his reputation and his business, because I'm telling you now, anyone out there in the world that thinks Roman has been trying to rip a few people off for a few bucks for some rotten sunglasses, they'd be stark raving bonkers, because that is not what the man's all about.
He definitely wouldn't want the negative publicity over selling $89 counterfeit sunglasses when he has $120 million annual revenue operation.
Right?
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. And look,
I'd have to say, Paul.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care about this because it doesn't really change the landscape of what I think about, Roman Sharp. I really don't care if even if it was a mistake that he sold some fake sunglasses. Like, this is so minuscule, fake Ray Bans like that I truly don't care. I don't think a lot of his customers care. Whoever cares about this has problems, honestly.
I mean, I've been to the guy's facility just a couple of weeks back, and I can tell you now, there is boxes and boxes and like warehouse full of different products from different companies, Swarovski. I mean, Roman's probably going to look at this now and go, do you know what? Why am I even bothering with this shit?
Yeah. Probably.
Why am I even bothering?
For my, if I haven't been there. And if I had to just try to understand his business, I don't know how much. And this is probably the thing that he has to look at again, is that whoever was responsible for making sure that the the sunglasses part of his business, that these pieces were authentic, there was a fuck up. Whoever that guy was, or a woman, or whoever that was, because I don't think Roman is the one going through every single pair of sunglasses, making sure.
Exactly, it's ridiculous. Can I just pick up on a statement there? Let me just. There's my eyesight's going. I need to get a pair of glasses. Caster, Paul, you're missing the point. Whether he was or wasn't, that's it. Paul, you're missing the point. Whether he was or wasn't, he's been found to be selling counterfeit goods. Just accept that without judgment. What do you want me to do? What should we hang him? I mean, will a public execution suffice? I mean, the guy. Look, there's been a mistake. Look, any person watching this right now, and I'm sorry if I get irate, but you know the one thing with the watch community that does piss me off at times is that they cast. You know, let those be without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
All these people whinging and whining because there's been an error. Okay, have they never, ever, ever made a mistake in their life?
Right.
People make mistakes. Businesses make mistakes. And if I know Roman as the man that I think he is, he'll put these mistakes right. Because why would he? Why it is completely and utterly senseless. And if anybody wants to make him into some kind of bad guy over this, then if that's what you get off on, go and get off on it. Honestly, it's an error.
It's a total mistake. The only 2 points I'd make is that, number one, he is a very public figure. He definitely loves the spotlight. He loves making these videos. He loves meeting people. So Luxottica wanted to make a public shaming of somebody who's a celebrity YouTuber and also a big secondary reseller. And then the second part is, for a company that's in the pre-owned luxury watch business, where authentication and the legitimacy of those goods is so important, it makes absolutely no sense that he would let some part of the business with these cheap plastic sunglasses, ruin, or not ruin, but tarnish a reputation for an entire business that's all based on, we only sell the authentic goods. And that's a shame. So hopefully he can put it behind him quickly. And
it seems to be pretty stupid to take a risk on $200 pair of sunglasses when you're selling RMs. No,
Here's the thing, Tim. The nail has been hit firmly on the head here. If anyone wants to carry on and labour this point, right? If there was anything suspect going on there, anything at all, it will be 200 grand RMs and not $200 rate.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean, that's his main part of business. Listen,
I've been in the watch business for a long time, and let me tell you something. Things do get by you, whether it be a box, a warranty card.
But this is the problems that probably Roman has to kind of face when he is expanding and growing his business. When he made the decision to sell these glasses, and it just shows out it is really hard to find good people to work for you and to check. I mean, whoever was checking these things, I think we all have to be patient. We can all speculate. It's fun to speculate. But we'll find out a little bit more about this as the story develops. But
I'm not speculating. I really feel like even if he went above and beyond and refunded everybody their money for these counterfeit glasses, which I don't think his customers would even try to get a refund. This is a fucking rounding error for him. Like, a couple of $100 he can make right in seconds. So it's not a judgment of character that some counterfeit.
Yeah, and I have to actually jump off because I'm going to dinner with the missus. But one final thing I'll say is that Luxottica, those guys are friggin' ruthless.
They're fikers.
They're fikers. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they said, listen, we don't like this Roman Scharf guy. We don't like Luxury Bazar. We don't like the fact that they're selling Ray Bans for cheap, legitimate ones. Let's put together an operation where we have someone we know sell him a box of counterfeit shit, and then we start buying the stuff off the site. And we set this guy up and we make a huge public example of him, it's not out of the realm of possibility that they would, or someone working on their behalf might orchestrate something like that.
OC.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing we will find out. I'll tell you what Tim was saying, and see how it pans out. I'll tell you what we will find out. We'll find out just how many people out there that are in our community that love to hate. That's what we're going to find out.
And let me
there are one or two people on one or two channels that will be absolutely wetting their sorry pants over this.
It's gonna make for great content.
Watch
this is gonna make
man.
for great
That shit's
content.
gonna be so fucking funny.
Paul, Tim, everybody on the panel, everybody watching, have a great night tonight. Take care.
Take care. PG $10 super chat. Tim, I appreciate this topic and coverage. All jokes aside, I think it's time you came clean on the fake WeatherTech liners you keep selling on Archie's channel. I know you love cars, but come on, man. I was caught red-handed, PG, completely caught red-handed.
Tim, let me just wait. And first of all, Paul, nice to chat with you and see you.
Hey, how you doing?
Fan of the show.
Thank you.
I've been involved 4 times in my past career where I was asked by the United States Secret Service to testify on counterfeit products, and all 4 times, what happens is somebody goes out, gets alerted, shops an area, shops the product, finds the counterfeit goods. And from the point where it's actually sold to the consumer, you end up going back about 2 or 3 transactions before you really find the source of the counterfeiter. And in this situation, I don't know it for a fact, but it's probably a situation where they were presented as legitimate, just a good deal, a warehouse deal, flooded basement, whatever kind of deal. And Roman sold them. Luxottica went in, shopped because they were suspicious, bought one, and then found it, and then went and got more as evidence. And that's how it all falls down.
Guys,
I thought the Secret Service only dealt with counterfeit money.
Okay, one second. Darren Wright, 2 pounds. People are never happy unless someone has a broken leg.
Yeah.
Whew.
People love to see people fall.
They love the scandals. People love the scandals. Chris, watches and whiskey, $5. Super chat. Do you guys know much about PPP, Paycheck Protection Program? Is there controversy with Luxury Bazar? Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard about it, but I know. Listen, like that Paycheck Protection Program was a total shit show. The way it was set up, the way a lot of companies took advantage of it, it was a disaster. So I haven't heard about it, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of businesses, if somebody wanted to get a business into trouble, just go and see how they use the PPP program. Everyone is guilty. I mean, it's just it's a disaster.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
I just took a very, very important call from my eldest granddaughter who wanted to say goodnight to me, and I'm never going to turn that down. And look, listen, the bottom line is I don't know, because I don't know what Roman's expertise and knowledge is on Ray Bans, right? But listen, I've been a watch dealer for 40 years. If someone stuck a fake pair of Ray Bans under my nose, I probably wouldn't know. But if they were sold to me by the right person, then I'd just take it as read. They're not. Sunglasses are not my core business. They're not Roman's core business. I know there's people saying, "Oh, it's not the point. They're this, they're that." And look, I've said it before. I say again, it's an error. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then
I think there's a higher probability of that than this big conspiracy that they're making it up to be. Like he's just gone into the business of fully scheming and trying to make his millions on selling fucking $100 sunglasses.
Trust me when I tell you, Mike, he will be looking at this tonight and thinking, why the bloody hell did I even bother with that pile of crap? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I mean,
he's
at the end of the
probably
day, I
right.
wouldn't mind buying fake Ray Bans. Like I lose sunglasses every 5 seconds. Like a
Hey,
good pair
you know,
cheap
Not me.
fakes.
I tell you what, I think is a bit disappointing. That a company like Exotica feels the need to make such a big deal. I mean, the way out of this, the gentlemanly way out of this, is that Mike's knife says Paul standing up for the grey market. Mike, I'm standing up for common sense. It's just common sense, Mike.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And this could have been taken care of through a letter or a phone call
100%,
behind the
100%,
scenes without
100%.
it being thrown out into the public laundry for everybody to make judgments about.
Well,
and,
listen, I think a company like Luxottica, they're not interested. What they're most upset about is that they weren't getting a cut of those sales, because those guys, they don't just want to sell the Ray-Bans. They want to make sure that they get some type of profit all the way along the chain. So they're probably.
You don't think maybe they're also taking advantage of the fact that now the name Ray-Ban is being spoken by everybody on every channel, in every stream, on every fucking thing in the whole world, and that it might be like any publicity is good publicity, and the fact that it might increase sales?
Well, I'll tell you how I feel about it tonight, Mike, and it's just my own personal view, is that, I mean, I wouldn't be buying a pair of Ray-Bans anyway, but if I was, they could shove them where the sun don't shine, because frankly, right, the right way to deal with this was to for their lawyers to pick up the phone, and even if it had to go to a lawyer and say, Roman, you know what's going on here, something's not right here. That's not the way we deal. That's not the way that gentlemen deal. And I'll go further. I'll say this. Have I ever sold a fake watch in my life? Yes. By mistake.
Yeah.
On 2 occasions.
Wow. Yeah.
Horrible experience. Horrible experience made through sheer bad luck, an error of judgment. I sold a watch once. I didn't have enough experience in the first place to be buying, and I shouldn't have bought it, and I shouldn't have sold it. I put both instances 100% right, but shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your competition would love to jump on top of you if they found out and saying, "Hey, Paul sells, fakes. He sold a fake. You can't trust him." Diego M, $5 super chat. Just got off the phone with Roman. The rumors have been confirmed. Mike the Snake has seized all design and production of his watch boxes. Mike, that can't be true.
Yes.
Oh, it's very disappointing. And Speedy Hernandez, $5 super chat.
I know.
Hi, boys.
It's terribly. I'm very broken up over it myself, but I just I was pushed over the top. So
very disappointing.
I'm very
I hope
sorry.
you're working on it secretly in the background still.
Speedy Hernandez. I will neither deny or confirm that, but officially the word is that I am out.
Wow.
Because I've just been the daily butt of everybody's joke, and I've had the same questions asked daily over and over and over again, and I don't bring it up myself because I announced I'm not saying anything until I have anything to show. Yes. And everybody just ignored that statement and just continued to just bombard me with questions. And
it is what it is, Mikey. You can never,
so
you can
I finally
never
just said,
please
that's it.
everyone.
People. Mike, how do you work the machine?
I'm not answering
Cameron.
Come on.
Cameron,
now we're getting right back into it. Fuck that.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep him for 5 minutes. Just take a break there, Cameron. Speedy Hernandez, $5. Hi, boys. Just made a deal to sell my Speedy so I can buy an Explorer 1. Whoa.
Cool.
First person to super chat Tim $75 gets to rename me. Speedy will be no more. Guys, send your super chats now to rename Speedy Hernandez into Explorer Hernandez or something more clever. Send a super chat. We need money. Rene de la Pons, £2. This super chat is fake. Thank you, Rene.
What does anatinth mean? Archie's BMW says Mike's so Viking antonym.
I don't know. It's just some of these guys. It's hard. It's hard, man. Mike,
Tim, I don't want to come on and steal any thunder tonight. I just wanted to pop on for a couple of minutes, right? And I just want to reiterate.
Paul,
you can say the whole show.
You are always the grounding, level-headed point of view that I always look to when there's like chaos going on all around.
Thank you.
You are the one solid person that says, "Oh, wait a second, fucking hold the fucking fort,
hold the horses, hold the horses, guys.
Yeah, hold the horses. Stop. Take a look at this. Take a look at it for what it really is." And you are always the solid, and you have my highest respect for that. You always tell it like it is. You don't sugarcoat shit, and you bring people back down to fucking earth when they're all running around like chickens with their heads cut off because this, and it's like, wait a minute, fucking look, it could be this or it could be that, but we don't really know. Right. So fucking just take a second and wait.
Take a second, everybody.
What people
grab a cup of
do need. What is for sure is that this is when people find out who their friends are.
Yeah.
Everyone in the watch business, and I mean everyone, will rally round Roman because we know he's a good guy. 100% a good guy. You will also get a lot of people who are absolutely determined to make the most. This will be the most exciting thing that's happened in their life in the last 5 years.
This is going to be the most explosive news, Paul, since Anthony's scandal.
Yeah, man.
The competition's going to jump on this.
I'll tell you what, Tim. Do you know what? As far as the watch business is concerned, it ain't even news. It ain't even news. It's like, all the dealers that I will speak to about this, I haven't spoken to anyone, but I guarantee their reaction is going to be, "Oh, bloody hell, poor Roman, he's got stung there, hasn't he?"
Yeah. Well,
that's going to be their reaction.
Yeah. Do you think that there's something wrong with watch collectors where they blow this out of proportion, Paul?
I'll tell you what it is. Honestly, what a great question. And I'll tell you what it is. Envy and jealousy and loneliness. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but that's what it is. I see people within this community get more excited about someone else's potential downfall than they do about their own children's birthdays.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right. Yeah. And there's something wrong. There's a fundamental flaw in people's character when they see the downfall of someone as an exciting part of their life. Even my enemies, who I don't really class myself as having any enemies, but there are people that halt me on YouTube, or when I say halt me, they try. But there's people that try and get into my head, and you know what? I don't hate them. I don't really feel anything for them. I just wish that they had something more in their life apart from me. So my message to those people out there is, look, if you want to get on Roman's back, just consider what you're saying about yourself, right? And if I turn out to be wrong, I'll go as far as saying this. If I turn out to be wrong about Roman, I'll shut my YouTube channel down tomorrow and you'll never hear from me again. That's how much confidence I've got in him.
Whew. Well, I think, listen, if anything, Roman can use this to his advantage because Luxottica, they're not the good guys that I would want to be aligning myself with to cheer in the fight against the gray market. Yeah.
Let's boycott those bitches.
Yeah, I mean the whole
thing. Take that fucking sunglass off right now. God damn
it! Calm down, Cameron. Settle down. Do
you know how trust and respect is built in our business? Right? Is that two watch dealers, for an example, and there's been many instances in my career over this. If someone bought a watch into my shop and there was something wrong with it, I would ring that dealer up and say, "Listen. Like, I don't want to be the one to tell tales out of school, and I don't want to spook your customer, but there's something wrong with this watch. This isn't right. what do you want me to say? Because, you know, you need to put this right for the customer, blah, blah, blah. You win that person's respect. You don't send them a lawsuit.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because what I'm thinking, like, when did this? I haven't read the filing yet, but like, has there been anyone who bought the sunglasses and came back to Rome and said, "Hey, these seem to be inauthentic," and how did his group react?
How many pairs of glasses are there? How many pairs of glasses?
There's 15.
And they're how much each?
Well, this is the problem, right? Is that they were for sale apparently for $55.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
I would have bought me a pair too.
Yeah,
they were $89 and $99, weren't they selling for the $89 and $99?
Yeah. 1 second, guys. PG $5 super chat. Watching another fail makes those that have done nothing with their life feel better. Exactly. They feel justified in not doing anything.
We're basically talking about $1,000 worth of watches in a $300 million a year business.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll take 5 of these sunglasses.
I gotta tell you, this
could backfire on Ray Ban for me, because at the end of the day, you know, look, someone said earlier on, why don't they go after the counterfeiters? Well, the reason they don't is because they're based in China.
Yep.
And the Chinese are untouchable.
Yeah.
So they try to get to the ones that are bringing it into the U.S. Those are touchable, or into the Western world.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, don't get me wrong. Counterfeit goods, absolutely. Throw them in a bin, burn them, you know, arrest and prosecute the importers, etc., etc. But, you know, look, when someone gets stung like this, and that's what's happened, Roman's just been stung himself. It is what it is. There's no need to get so excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think Luxottica. This is a little bit like Rolex when Rolex sued. Remember those guys in California who were making like dials and straps? It seems to be like that. Like they don't want, like Luxottica, they don't want any of these unauthorized. I mean, I don't know what it. They don't want reselling of their product.
Everyone has the right to protect their brand and their trademarks, and I get that. Everyone has that. You know, you don't own brands and put all that money into it and then just let someone else come along and do what they want with it. But, you know, there are other victims apart from the people that sometimes buy this stuff. I'd love to know who supplied him with them. That's the
right.
That's the big question.
Right. Exactly, because that's the thing. Red Shovel, clearly it's a mistake. Why would he do it on purpose? It really only shows a slight lack of organization regarding the authenticity of the stock. His business has grown so fast, and I think just like any business, when you grow, I mean, if you don't have enough people, sorting through the stuff. If it's like what Stefano says, if you bought a whole warehouse of this stuff, then it just
one box.
Yeah. It could have been like something slipped through. So it's
at least it solved me Christmas present problem for Roman, because I know what I'm going to buy him now. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Hey, I'm gonna check out. I'll see you guys later. Paul, it's always a pleasure.
Mikey,
cheers,
take care.
Kim, we'll check you later, probably.
Yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you.
You guys all have a great day.
Yep.
Look after yourself, mate.
Paul, when you had your shop, how often during a month would you have somebody coming in and wanting to sell you something that wasn't your core product line?
Okay, do you mean something that was fake, or do you mean something that was just out of my area of comfort, as it were.
Yeah, just out of your area of expertise. You know, maybe they wanted to sell you umbrellas or yeah, other gentlemen's things.
Not that often, I would say, to be fair, because it was pretty obvious that I was a watch and jewelry retailer. There was one once, but I can't. Somebody did come in once and asked me for what was it? It was something completely random, and it was related to what the shop was about 20 years ago. So I don't know. He obviously hadn't been by for 20 years, but not really. To be fair, most of the stuff I didn't always want what was bought in for various reasons, but in general, it was pretty much in keeping with what I would be buying and selling.
DC and LV $2. This story is a nothing burger. Mark my words. Look, I think the story is what they'll make of it, because the bigger the individual, the bigger the players, the bigger the story. I mean, it is something that is nothing. It's $1,000 worth of sunglasses, maybe even less.
Yeah.
But
they're putting the mark down. They're putting a mark down.
Yeah. They'll spin this out of control. They'll want $1 billion from Roman.
I mean, this is a nothing case. I would be glad to stand in for Roman and be his attorney and turn this case over and dismiss this whole thing.
Man,
like this
Cameron, if you're their attorney, then Roman's gonna have to be afraid.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was in New York a couple of weeks back, and I saw numerous things that weren't quite what they were pretending to be. Did you see the authorities all over them? No, because they aren't potentially going to be able to pay them. I mean, this for me smells of two things. First of all, it smells of, give me some money. And the second thing it smells of is we're going to make it. We're making a standpoint case here, which is fair enough. It's their brand; they're entitled to do that. But it's like, as people are saying, it's a nothing story. People have been saying to me today, "You're going to make a video on it." Why? Why would I make a video on me mate being stitched up for a few sunglasses? It's like I don't even see that it's a story, really.
100%. 100%. And Sylvie makes a really good point. They're real. These real Ray Bans, they look fake. He bought a pair for a daughter a couple of years ago, and they're 100% look fake. I mean, how easy is it to fake a piece of plastic? I mean, for real. I don't even know if Ray-Ban how they found out that those were fake. That's my question.
I'll tell you what he's going on. Just change the subject ever so slightly. Louis Vuitton, Rolex, AP, Patek. Do you know where most of it's going at the moment? Right now, out of the back doors.
Ooh, where?
China.
Why?
Well, because basically what they're doing is they're buying the they're getting the VAT back or the taxes back as they leave the countries. You go to your local Louis Vuitton store anywhere in the UK, who's buying it? The Chinese. By the way, if there's any people from China watching, nothing against you guys. I'm just saying this is where, if it was going to Greece, I'd say it's going to Greece, but it's not. It's going to China. That's where it's going. They're paying the money. They're paying the big bucks. They're paying the backhanders where it needs to be paid. And a lot of it is going to China. And then it's being resold on the market out there. Simple as that.
Are they just all sold out of Louis Vuitton in China?
Oh yeah.
I would imagine they have, yeah.
Oh shit.
They're not that they will be vastly understocked. I mean, most of the LV stores in London are pretty much sold out. We went to
here in Atlanta too.
Yeah, we went to one in Miami, Tim. I don't know if you was there with us when they wanted us to make an appointment to ask the question.
Yeah.
I said, I only want to ask the question. She said, well, you'll have to make an appointment. I went, no, don't worry.
LV, man.
LV has no backpacks at all, like no canvas, anything around. Tim, I'm gonna have to move to China and start importing bags over there.
That's where it's all going. That's where it's all going. Yeah. Trust me. Watches as well. Big money.
You have to start flipping LV bags.
Yeah, listen, I mean, that's part of the problem is the flip. I think they really figured something out there. Because they don't really want once you get on the wait list to get into the LV. I told Paul, hey man, the reason they want you in there to get you to wait an hour before you can get inside, because they know once you're inside, then you're like, okay, I already waited 1 hour. I invested my time. Might as well pick something up because I am not waiting another hour if I want to get back in the second time. So they're really this whole thing with the over retail stuff and wait lists and it's more complicated than we ever thought.
Tim, Evan G makes a great point there. I don't know if you want to read that out, but it's
because the wealthy Chinese citizens are looking for any way to hide money from the government, and portable assets and foreign real estate are the best way to pass along wealth. Whew.
And I'll say that London is the money laundering capital of the Western world.
Whoa. I know that New York is filled. It's just all flipping over real estate. There's a lot of Chinese people buying up a lot of real estate.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want real estate in their own countries. They're doing the same thing in the Caribbean. They're building roads, ports, everything. They literally do not. They despise investing in their own country because God knows what. But they want to take over everywhere. The Chinese want to take over everywhere because they're so rich.
Yeah, I mean, because everything is manufactured there.
I might as well get me a Chinese wife so I can be rich.
That's what I told you to do. That's the way to do it. By the way, maybe move to China. You never know. You never know.
I met some Chinese kids that were my age that were Bahamian, and they like built the ports over there. Their parents, which is kind of cool.
I'll tell you what,
how good that would be for U.S.-China relations.
Sorry, Brian, say that again.
Cameron, I don't know how good that would be for U.S.-China relations.
I mean, they're building roads and ports all over the Caribbean.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking if you got a Chinese wife, that might not work out so good for us.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, I don't know. I'll move to China while they blow the U.S. up. I won't be in the U.S. when they do it.
Yeah, listen. So
if I moved anywhere, it would be the US, I think.
If I moved anywhere, it'd be the UK.
The US, Paul?
Pardon me?
What do you like about the US?
I like the freedom that I see there. I think in the UK we've given up far too much of our freedoms over the years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which state? Which state?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question, Tim, because I've not traveled enough. I mean, I've been to the States a dozen times or more, but it's the usual states, and New York, Miami, Florida, California. I've done very little in the mid part of the country.
There's nothing really in the mid part.
Yeah, I need to be by the sea. I mean, the one place that I liked that I was only there for 2 days, but I really felt at home there was San Francisco. I don't know. It's just I've always wanted to give the States a try. From a business viewpoint.
A lot of people were asking me if I ever want to move out of Brooklyn, which I said, hey, listen, you never know. For now, it's great because this whole YouTube being in New York works very well. It's a central hub. I can go anywhere in the world that I want to do. But I mean, I don't know if I can stay here forever. I would love to move down to Arizona someday. It's an incredible place.
Paul, do you not like the cold, or would you rather have more warmer weather?
Warmer weather, yeah, warmer weather, definitely.
I think Georgia or Florida would be good for you.
Or Florida,
Georgia or Florida, yeah. DC and LV, thank you so much for that, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I do love the States. The only thing is, I will say this: I'm going to get myself into trouble now, boys. You're going to hate me, but I mean, I love the American people. They're all so friendly. I always find you guys so friendly. Sometimes too friendly, because you know us British are like, we're a little bit standoffish. We're a little bit more reserved, you know, and sometimes your positivity can be a bit too much at times, but yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, come on, man, you know what I mean? Leave me alone. It's like things ain't that good, but
you know, I wouldn't mind actually moving to UK. I love some of the parts there. The Lake District, Paul. Why wouldn't you want to move to Lake District? Or you're more of a city man? You love the city?
I'm a southern boy. You know, I mean, I mean, look, the UK is small. Patricia says, "Come to Wisconsin." This is what I mean. I mean, my ambition would be to travel the States on one of my Harleys. That would be nice.
You know, that would also make for a great video, Paul.
Yeah, it would. We should do that, maybe. You know what?
Yeah.
How about this? Tim? How about we hire one of them big motorhomes, right?
Oh, yes.
And we go from coast to coast. We can tie Spencer to the bonnet as our mascot.
Paul, that's a great freaking idea.
Just don't leave him tied up to the rear bumper and take off.
That is what YouTube Live has been designed for. You go through all the states. You know, there's all kinds of books. We have a lot of viewers, a lot of fans who would stop by and meet us at every location, dude. It's exactly what United States has kind of been designed for. The road. Actually, I think even John, right? He did a trip in United States on his Harley back in the day. So quite a lot of people would want to do that.
Tim, can I talk watches for a minute and show support for you in front of Paul?
Sure.
Are you ready? Because I am and have been for over a year a fan of the AP Code 1159.
Ooh,
and I always loved this watch. And when they finally came out with the fumed dials, I was all about it. And yes, I've kept it on the Kevlar strap the entire time. I don't like the leather that comes with it because I think this Kevlar is beautiful, and the way it works with the rose gold, just
that Kevlar.
Yeah.
Is that one also rubber coated?
On the inside, yeah.
Oh, what about on the outside?
No,
because I thought it was a little bit rubber coated on the outside as well. But
yeah, no, I'm not going swimming with it.
Whew.
But I'll get sweaty with it, and I'll be fine. And I think that AP has got a hit on their hands as soon as the market catches up to them.
I gotta agree with Brian. In the past couple of days, I got a chance to handle 2 different Code 1159s, and it wasn't until I've seen one in my hand in person that I started really appreciating the piece.
So there you go, Tim. You got my support.
Thank you. And I'm gonna try to convert Paul onto this piece. I know he loves his big chunky Royal Oak offshores, but Paul, I think you know what? I think this is a sleeper.
I love the case. I'm just not so keen on the dial. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
Or the dials. It's not the color. I like the color.
It really grows on you. Look at that.
It's a nice big watch.
Yeah, it's an actual 41 millimeter. That's a 41 millimeter dial. And I think that's the problem is there's a lot of empty space in the dial.
Des, I'll be in Spain next week.
Whoa. I live in Spain, but work in London and travel back and forth. By the way, my wife, she wants to do the Camino in Spain. It's like a 30-day walk from France through Spain. Incredible. The Camino.
We better give Margaret Frank the attention that they crave. Damage control, Paul. The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Margaret Frank. Damage control. I mean, look, it's not so much damage control as we're trying to find out I mean, listen, Roman is a big boy. I don't think he needs our help. Not my help, if anything. I'm just trying to see, because look, obviously, who's reporting for this? Business News Press. A large conglomerate, Luxottica, is suing a largest. Well, is Roman the largest gray market dealer, watch market dealer in the United States? Or would that be like Joe Machado or one of those guys?
He's up there in the top 2 or 3, I would imagine. I mean, I'm not from the States, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone that would be much bigger, if any bigger. Yeah, I was going to say Watchbox, German Shop, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're up there, and well, I don't think neither party is that innocent. I mean, look, Roman, he's doing his business. He's a reseller. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what, how much he's responsible for this, but his business has grown quite significantly, and look, there's been a bit of a failure.
Ultimately, Roman's a big man. Ultimately, if he needs to take responsibility for this, he'll take responsibility for it.
Of
but
course.
The bottom line is, as I've already said, it's just a cock up. It's like, and that's it. That's the story in a nutshell.
Yeah.
However, lawyers will want to make more out of it for financial reasons. But as far as everyone that matters is concerned, I mean, he'll even get a little bit of ribbon over it. Don't worry about that. The boys will be like, Roman, do you want to buy a pair of sunglasses? Yeah. That's how serious they'll take that,
Everybody will show up at the Christmas party wearing aviators.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, man, I just hope I was just I'm going to visit Roman and his operation next week. So I hope he doesn't think that me wearing my Ray Bans is a kind of a slight.
I'll tell you what, Tim. I'll give you a little tip. I probably leave them at home. I think I'll probably leave them at home just in case. I'd probably leave them at home.
Yeah. Giorgio the Chef 2000. Tim, can we talk about the Grand Seikos now? Listen, man. We'll talk about Grand Seikos on the after show, I think. GB Vul, I don't give a shit about Ray-Ban. Sue the fuck out of him. Ain't my business. Listen, if anything, like, does either of them represent like a little guy? I don't know. I mean, both Roman and Luxottica, that's a multi-billion with the B, if not $1 trillion corporation conglomerate. And those guys, I don't want to be on those guys' side. I mean, in this case, I'll take Roman's side, because I don't trust I don't trust what Luxottica has planned. Daniel, I live in UK, David, so don't really need to check. Yeah, listen, the whole thing is more complicated than you ever thought. DC and LV, good advice. Paul, Tim needs help constantly, man. It's YouTube is hard, guys. Norfolk. So I'm huge Seiko fan, like die hard. So I bought a Grand Seiko the other day. I returned it within an hour, to be honest. Kind of sad. Listen, man, the whole thing is just hard.
According to Wikipedia, Luxottica's revenue was about $9 billion in 2019, and Rolex was about $5.2 billion.
How much? Say it again, sir.
$9 billion for Luxottica and $5 billion for Rolex.
Wow.
The scale of company size.
Yeah. Luxottica is bigger than Rolex. I mean,
yep.
And also they're super vicious, and they're very litigious. So the problem is what's next. What is next in this thing? What is their plan after going after luxury bazaar, right? So
there's also a couple other Google searches of them suing the Real and Airport Mini Mall and a couple other companies. So they are litigious because in reality, all they've got is brand names, and everybody else can probably manufacture at the same quality that they do. But they have brand names that they want to protect, and that they've got licenses with all these other names.
Did they actually go, Brian? Did they go through with those lawsuits? Did they go see them through to the end?
Settled out of court with the Real, and where was the one with Mini Mall? They won a challenge in 2019 over fake Ray Bans with Mini Mall, and Omega was signed on that same suit suing this Mini Mall company.
Do you know who's Mini Mall? Do you know, are they big in the US or what is it?
Airport Mini Mall LLC. And I think they sell they lease space in airports. But it was only like $1 million, like $1 million win, and
yeah.
I tell you, look. I mean, you look at Luxottica, right, and what they've done to set themselves up in business, right, and just like Roman thinking of growing his business, Luxottica, they're also thinking of how they can grow. How can they get more revenue next year than the previous one? I don't know if their goal is to make any money from this lawsuit, but making it a publicly a big deal that gray market resellers are not to be trusted will probably bring in them more revenue, because people instead of buying watches from these websites, from the gray market, they'll more likely now to buy them from their official websites. So they're looking for publicity, and what a great way to do it. Terry Bach, they go after a lot of retailers, etc., all the time. The difference is you guys don't have your head up their asses. John,
might be that we don't know them, Terry. If you tell us who they are, we probably say the same thing about them. I don't know who else they've gone after. This is the first time. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of them. I mean, I've heard of Ray Ban, but
the Luxottica?
Can't believe I've got heat, guys. I've got heat. I can't believe I've got.
Hey, Tim, Tickers is back. He's back in the 21st century.
Oh my fucking god! So yesterday, 12:30, the wind just took the fucking lot out, the whole electric, everything. So of
the
course,
grid.
I went to bed early last night, and then they kept promising they were going to get it back up running by midnight last night. I woke up this morning to the house was 9 degrees this morning. That's in Kent. What it's like we up north, 9 degrees. It was like fucking cold. So I rung them up and had a good old chew at UK Power, and and then they said, "Oh well, it was going to be 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's Sunday, but now we think it's going to be like more like tonight with scrambled people." So I got it on about. I went to my mates to watch the boxing and to have something to eat and get a takeaway. My mates.
Is the boxing over?
Sorry?
As the big fight tonight, is it over?
Yes.
Who won?
Kell Brook, stoppage, six round. Khan was shit. Khan, the referee jumped in. He would have destroyed him. Kell Brook would have just destroyed him. He was all over him like a rash. So, went down the road and had a look. Got a takeaway, and I got a message from UK Power saying the power had been restored. Thought, yep, on my way home. lovely and toasty and warm. Fucking unbelievable. Proper cup of Yorkshire tea as well. Jesus.
Well, welcome back. Welcome
Thank
back
you, man.
to the
Miss
show.
you guys.
Yeah.
Miss you lot. Hell yeah.
Hey, we got a bit of breaking news. There's some nonsense going on.
Oh, the Ray Ban controversy or something. What the fuck's what's going on there?
The Ray Bans. Do you have any Ray Bans?
No, I don't. I'll leave you for 2 days. Are you talking about effing Ray Bans instead of watching?
Yeah, right.
What's going on?
I thought this was a watch talk channel.
That's what I thought. So just stick the Ray Bans where the sun don't shine, and where's Paul said. And,
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Guys, listen, anyway, I'm going to love
watch.
you and leave you because I've got 1 or 2 things to do before I can get up to bed tonight. So thanks for having me on, Tim.
Paul, thank you for stopping by.
Brian,
if you have any
nice
further details,
yeah, Red,
you can
nice
send me a message or call me, okay?
But like I've said, I reiterate, Roman is 1,000,000%. I guarantee it. And if I'm wrong, I'll shut down my YouTube channel. You'll never hear from me again. I'm gone.
Gotcha. All right. We'll
all
see
those people that want to get rid of me. See you later, tickers.
Take care.
Yeah. See you, man. Good to see you.
God bless you all. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, let's say hello to the rest of my people. Hello, Red. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing, guys?
Hey.
Hello, Techers. Welcome back.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for all your messages in the community chat and everything, and all the nice messages from people. For everyone watching, thank you for all your nice messages in the community chat about my health and making sure I'm all right. Much appreciated.
Chris watches Minsky. If this was Timepiece, gentlemen, these guys would have a field day. I do smell a bit of hypocrisy on the panel.
Ooh, hypocrisy. Ooh.
Hey, you call it out, Chris. When you see hypocrisy, you point it out. And we're gonna...
Where's Cameron gone then? Is Cameron here? Or has he disappeared or whatever? What's going on?
I'm gonna drop the link.
Was it too much fake news and scamming around?
You know what? I might have kicked him out, and I forgot to let him back in.
Thank you, all the people. Great
Sorry,
to see you.
Cam.
Thank you, man.
You can come back.
Thank you.
Cameron, come back. Look.
Yes.
Look, this whole
you can bore all the leaves.
You can steal all the leaves. By the way,
bore them. Won't steal them.
I like what the Chili Badger said. Cameron's gone for Chinese takeaway.
Man, this whole show made me really, really hungry. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna. I had a slice of pizza that I brought with me, and then my roommate Then I gave it to the roommate because I thought, well, wouldn't that be a great thing to do, to give her my pizza? But now I'm feeling hungry and regretting being so generous with the roommate. Paul Silicius, $5 super chat. Thank you. If you listen to Archie, you would know that Ray-Ban is for poor people who wants to look rich. Ooh, Persol is the proper brand. By the way, I think Persol is also owned by Luxottica.
I'll find out.
Find out real quick. I think
Brian, will you be joining the Tickers Tuesday this Tuesday, Brian? Are you available?
It's the Tea and Tickers Show.
Yes, great.
Hopefully.
Tuesday. Yeah, Tickers Tuesday. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Love to have you. Great to have you there.
Have you bought the Tickers watch yet?
No, I haven't yet. I need to do it. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. I've been
get that bought.
I know I need to get on. I'm sorry. I've been fucking busy with trying to survive.
By the way, guys, if you haven't watched my unboxing video, I have unboxed finally, for Christ's sake, I unboxed the Speedmaster.
What's the point? We've not fucking seen it. We saw you buy it.
I know, but I had to make a video about it.
It's not really. I don't
know. You know what? I would appreciate if you guys can go there, upvote the video, and leave a comment. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link, so make sure you guys go.
I'll comment like, "My God, you've got to speed."
Okay, so is
it? These are the brands that Luxottica owns and makes glasses for.
Bulgari, Dolce and Gabbana, Costa, Oakley,
Polo,
Polo,
Persol.
Bingo.
Yeah, DC had already put in the chat that he did. Anyhow,
Listen, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like the Luxottica, they own every single. I don't think they own Persols, or they might actually own Persols, but you know, like other brand like Prada, they don't own Prada, but they make sunglasses exclusively for Oakley. And actually, I think they're like, dude, they're so vicious. Like I think for Chanel, right? Like they would say, hey, if you don't make sunglasses with us, we will like really fuck you or something. Like they're real cunts. But yeah, Paul, unfortunately, these guys. But yeah, you know what? They do have like levels of quality. Like Ray-Ban, 100% lower quality than the Persols. And I just sold my Persol.
And Ray-Ban's been going for years. Didn't they used to be the bollocks that used to be everyone? There's nothing out there. Wasn't it? Ray-Ban was the best, weren't they? Before anybody else came out,
Ray-Ban, they're an American company. I like their designs. I just like the way the Ray-Bans look. I love the Wayfarers. Look, they're so
cool.
The
Wayfarers. Yeah.
I love my Wayfarers. That's
they classic like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tim. Let's see you in your underwear slide across the back of the screen. Go ahead. Wearing your Ray-Bans.
Nuvgunner. That's why I'm sponsored by Oakley. Oh no! Yeah, damn it. Yeah, right. They own everything. Persol and Oakley are subsidiaries. Watch Week.
What are they? Somewhat. What are they? Tim? The what? Somewhat.
Yeah, they really the Oakley.
No,
you know what? You know how they bought Oakley? You know how they bought Oakley? You know how Sunglasses Hut? They said to Oakley, if you don't work with us, then you will not be able to sell your Oakley's shitters. Sorry, your Oakley glasses, because we own the Sunglasses Hut. We own every single means of reselling your watch, your glasses. What'd you say?
You need to say that word again. That sub word. You never said it properly. You need to say it again.
Sub?
It's going.
Which
sub? You said we're not going to say it for you. You're going to want to hear you say it.
I don't know what the word is. You tell me what the word is.
Super chat. There's a super chat with the word, and I'll bring it up then. There was a super chat with it, and you kind of duck the word. It was quite amusing.
I did.
Yes, you. Oh, yes, you did.
It wasn't on purpose.
There we go. No, it was. There you go. Oh no,
which one?
Goal. This one.
Persol and Oakley's are subsidiaries.
The word of the day is subsidiaries.
Sorry. They're sub-diaries. They're sub-diaries. I read it incorrectly. I apologize. They're sub-diaries, guys. Subside dairies. Subside dairies.
That's going along with that hotel and other things.
I'm not sure what it has to do with dairy, but Tim, what is it called when one company owns all of the stock of another company? It's a monopoly. It's a monopoly. Man, these guys, they're real fighters. Tell you that. Yeah. Basically, Oakley had no choice but to become a subsidiary of the of Luxottica because they wouldn't be able to sell their sunglasses. Yeah, it's fucked. Lucky bastard, when I watched your unboxing, I thought it was a Sheen. I kind of stole his shtick a little bit there. If you watch the unboxing. By the way, I also changed the bracelet on the Speedy. Guys, look at this. I changed the bracelet. You know what I did? So let me show you.
It took you 3 fucking days, didn't it?
You know, it's a really bitch of a problem. So first of all,
yeah, we know. Where did you get the bracelet from? Where did you get it from? The bracelet? Which bracelet? Where did you get it from?
What are you talking about?
You said you changed the bracelet. So
no, I put the link. I put the link in the bracelet.
Oh, you put a link. You didn't change the bracelet. You put a link.
First of all, I moved
completely.
this part inside, right? So it's no longer sticking out. And then I added another link. another one of these. Another one of the. You know how hard it is to change the links in this bracelet.
How many days does that take? How many days does that take you?
Well, these fikers, they're crazy. So to take out the link, you need to unscrew it from one side.
Yeah.
Unscrew it from the other side, and those are tiny little fucking screws. And then there's a rod inside. You have to take out the rod.
Yeah.
And then put the whole thing together again.
That's right. I've done it before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Not
It's
really.
really
Not.
hard. Yeah, so I almost broke it while I was doing it.
Them screws are they are tiny Viking screws, aren't they?
They're like ants. Screws. They're smaller than ants. So I barely got that in. I also made a video about it, but man, it took like 20 minutes to put it in. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of cutting. Please stop. Help Tim. Paul M. Tim, are you a subsidiary of Archie Luxury? I think I am, actually. I'm
fucking nearly said it correctly then. It was written completely. It was written there how you said it, and you actually never enough said it correctly.
Here, folks, this is especially for Paul M in the chat. He absolutely loves this brand of watch. He really wants to be able to afford to buy one day, right? No. He really wants one of these.
What the hell is this? Oh, it's the Armani. Is that Armani?
Cover your face. Cover your face, Red. It's not showing properly. Cover your face. There we are.
Yes, thank you.
Tim
Wright LLC is subsidiary of AC3 Limited.
Is that Paul Man's AP, is it?
Paul M just absolutely adores these. He's saving up for one as we speak, he says.
Is that a real one or is that a fake?
It's a real Forge and Foster. Who the fuck's gonna?
What the hell is Forge and Foster? I've never seen this one. It kind of looks like a Big Bang, like a cheap knockoff of a Big Bang.
Yeah. They actually make a range for one more here. This is a slightly better looking one.
Why do you have so many of these watches? What
Because
the hell? Forge and Foster? How much is that?
But 150 quid or something.
150. Hey, you know what? That's not too bad. By the way, I might get sued by Luxottica for showing those watches. So here you go. These are fakes. Sam is going to be accused of showing. They look a lot like.
As long as they don't pull the show out, I did get done. I'll just take over the show for a bit. That's fine. Yeah.
Watch collector Tim and the panel. What are your thoughts on the Lange Saxonia thin copper dial? Pull it up, Timmy. Second.
Pull it up, Tim.
You guys know this one?
Pull it up, Tim.
No, I know the Saxonia, but I don't know the copper to gold.
Yeah. Copper gold dial. I'm not sure about the copper gold dial. Oh, he's talking about this one. Oh shoot! This is what's the name of this dial again? This is copper blue. Wait, what's the name? This dial has a really specific name. What was the name of this dial? Someone in the chat's gonna know. This is incredible, to be honest. One of the viewers actually has this. This thing is incredible. What do you mean? I think it's freaking magical. That's what I think. Whew. Yes. Thank you, Mark 5493. Adventurine dial. It's Adventurine. Mike S. Also. Thank you guys. Adventurine. Yeah. Wow. This is the next level. They also AP has code 1159 perpetual with Adventurine dial. It's incredible. Looks like a night sky. No, Jonathan is getting a world time with no, it's not the Adventurine dial. He's getting it with.
Is it a Cellini dial?
Also,
is it Cellini dial? Is it something? He's getting.
No. It's a no.
It's a well special fucking thing, isn't it?
It's what you see. What Russell has in his icon. That's the. It's not. It's a Close-in dial. Close-in. It's different. It's different. It's different process. But Venturine, man, this thing is incredible. Night Sky. Let me show you the AP. On my PK code 1159 looks with this dial looks incredible. It's very special. It's a very special watch. Very limited. Very limited. But the thing is that this Saxonia is actually smaller than normal Saxonia with the Adventurine dial. They're a little bit different in size. I think they're either smaller or larger. I think they might be larger. And that's why the guy said like, oh, that's actually a problem because I think it's smaller to be honest. With that Adventurine dial. Yeah, this one. Check this one.
Well, while I was dealing with a perianal phlegmon, did we ever talk about Grand Seiko?
You want that?
Hang on. Dealing with a what? Dealing with a what? What's one of them?
Huh?
If you Google it, it's called a perianal phlegmon.
Perianal. Does that have something to do with the arse? But it says anal. Perianal.
Yes, it does.
Right. Okay. So you had your hand up someone's bottom, basically, did you?
And I had to step away during all the exciting Bazar talk. But did we ever bring Grand Seiko up?
So you stepped away from a Grand Seiko discussion to stick your hand up someone's bottom.
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
No, we haven't talked about Grand Seiko.
Oh, for shame.
Why, you want to talk about the Grand Seiko?
Of course. The green birch.
We can talk a little bit about the green birch.
So
I'll tell you
Zeke
this.
is asking whether is it pocket time the doctor? No, he just puts his hand up people's bottoms for fun. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I can't see the chat. Who knows what it says?
No, I'm joking. Sorry. No, he is a doctor. Yeah, he is.
Tell you this. Yeah, he's a doctor. He's allowed to put his finger up anyone's bottom at will, so it's not a problem there.
Yeah, he's an expert at doing that.
Yeah, we won't get this video striked. It's all legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julian, all right, Tim, how's your new laptop? It's awesome. I'm doing all the editing of the new laptop. It's amazing.
He bought it in 2018 and unboxed it a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Mark 5493 pocket watch time performs operations while watching the Tim Wright YouTube channel. It's true.
At 5 o'clock I
listen to opera, some listen to hardcore metal, and some apparently listen to Tim Wright YouTube channel. It's incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
And that particular angle of that green birch looks horrible with the big, thick, non-tapering bracelet.
Yeah.
Listen,
that looks like it's Tim Wright sized. I mean, lady sized.
He's at Cameron size.
No. It's actually a big watch. It's 40 mil.
Yeah, it's a proper 40-41.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a 40-41 to me, but there we are.
Yeah. No. Like this, it kind of looks like Explorer 1, but no, it's a big watch. It's got massive. See, the thing is, with Explorer 1 looks small because it's all proportion, right? The proportion of the dial to the indices. Right? You look at the indices on the Explorer 1, right? They're huge. And that it makes the watch look kind of small, I guess. Same thing with this Grand Seiko, because those indices are so giant, it makes the watch look kind of smallish. But no, it's a big watch. It's just big indices. So,
but with Grand Seiko, and this is one of my besides the fact that I think their bracelets suck.
There's dog shit.
My next complaint with Grand Seiko is today's Saturday. Just wait till Monday. There'll be a new limited edition release.
Dude, you're 100% right. Look at this. Let me show you this page, because it's never ending releases. They just won't stop. You go to
they do come out pretty often.
Yeah.
My disappointment with what they've been doing lately, because I'm a Grand Seiko fan, is they keep recycling the dials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they just changed the color. Instead of plating it white, they plated green, and they call it that's the boutique limited edition. It's like, what? Look. Oh, one second. That's the Skyflake. The Skyflake.
Yep.
Yeah,
My
great,
one
beautiful.
Grand Seiko,
love that. Love watching
Very nice.
that.
and it's beautiful.
Now that's the same as the Snowflake, right? Just different tint to the dial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if I can get the flakes to.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
No.
1 second. So look at this. Limited. Where's the new releases? Oh my god. Their website also is fucking garbage. How do I navigate this thing?
Well, if you go to the top somewhere, it'll just say collections, and it'll show everything they release in reverse order.
Man, but
I don't know how to get there, but
on a high-speed internet connection, it takes about 45 minutes to upload all the new releases.
Yeah. Look, this is just in last week. Oh, look at this. There's a new one. Brian, you were just holding up something similar to this, right? Dude, look at this. There's just a different texture to the dial. This one's got looks flat, right? This one has flat dial in the same color that you have. Show us yours. But yours has the snowflakiness, right? Kind of the snow. Whoa. Okay.
Cover your face.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm covering it. Trust me.
Cover the face.
Come on, focus.
No. Focus
there
on
it is.
Oh,
hey, that is so nice. That is. Fuck me dead.
There's a little bit of the texture.
Yeah, so you can see that one has texture.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And this one does not have the texture, but they're the same color.
Yeah.
And I think they released a version of this in the high beat, so it doesn't have the spring drive or the power result.
Oh yeah, that we've been through down there.
Yeah, that's why it's 6,000 with the old movement.
Yep, and I love it.
Yeah, it's like they're making so many different watches. Look, like this is literally last week. I feel like the GMT, this one, and what the hell is online boutique? I mean, what the hell is a online boutique? Never heard of such bullshit. Now, you can only buy it online from this one specific website. Come on.
Now, I will say that with Grand Seiko, everybody that has worked for the company that I've met, whether it's been an event here at the AD or I haven't been in a Grand Seiko boutique, but everybody that I've met has been really wonderful people.
It's true. You met Kevin?
I went down to the boutique in Miami, and they were just absolutely the nicest people.
Yeah, just great people.
Yeah, it is kind of because they have to sell. See, they're doing it how it used to be, right? Where salespeople, where salespeople actually have to sell watches. Like it's hard. These watches don't sell themselves, right? In Rolex, it's reversed, right? A lot of the sales staff, they, because the roles have been reversed. The watches sell themselves, and the sales staff, they have to be like, we have to find the best possible client. You know what I mean? So it's a completely different environment. Sometimes that power can get to your head. If people come to you and they're willing to do anything for you to sell a watch to them, right? It really changes the psychology of the salesperson. And listen, for some people, it's not healthy change. But it's actually everyone that I met at the Grand Seiko, they were really, really nice, because people who buy Grand Seiko, they're not buying them for investment, right? It's not investment. They're not buying these watches to stick them in their safe.
No, there's Venom to wear them. Hey, it was novelty.
Yeah, wear the watches. Did you hear this thing?
Wear it.
Ticker's wearing the watch. What is this wearing the
Buy
watch?
And
I thought it was collectible pieces to stick in the safe, Tickers.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah. People still wear watches? What? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Is this just a watch for wearing?
Oh. FXD, fuck the world.
How is that watch? Are you any
It's fantastic
wristwatch
still.
buying remorse?
Not at all. Not at all. Just brilliant watch. Excellent watch. Absolutely. Yes.
It's the
Fine.
TN Tickers FXD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Tickers, what's your next video?
Probably the next one will be the Seamaster 300, the SMP.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then after that will be the Planet Ocean 2006 Planet Ocean with the orange bezel.
I think you need to put a little bit more coal into the router. Your camera is going potato mode.
Isn't it? Fuck off.
He's just happy the hedgehogs are on the generator again.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah, pull up Mike K super chat. Don't tell too many people. Don't tell too many.
Yeah,
people.
I saw that, Mike. I saw that.
What happened?
Absolute Mike K. So basically, Brian May from Queen. They've done a limited edition. It's a Seiko 5. Oh fuck me dead! Is that it?
This is the first one. The second
one,
the new,
March 1st.
My
right.
God.
Fucking. So what's the difference between this and the new one?
The new one is coming in a gold-colored case and has
no.
And the edition size is a little bigger.
And the
case strap.
Yeah, that's a different strap. And it's 500 fucking quid for a Seiko 5 or something ridiculous. 400 odd quid.
Tickers, it's only limited to 7,000 pieces. You have to grab one as soon as possible.
No, I think if you click on it, I think it's 12,000 pieces for this one.
Oh my!
Oh,
but the first one, 8,000 or 9,000.
I'm going to say, do they get to even call that limited?
The case is like a guitar case. It comes in. It's like the actual case.
For the first one.
Oh yeah, it's limited to 12,500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Ticker.
There we are. Look, it's like a guitar case.
It's a pretty package.
Yeah. Fuck me dead.
Tickers, you have to grab this. You have to grab one.
And do a review. Are they going to be worth anything? Is yours going to?
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why are you asking? It's for wearing.
Not with 12,500 copies.
Who cares if it's going to be worth anything? Well, if it's worth $1 next day, why does it matter? You buy it because I
don't really know if I like it. I'm trying to decide whether I fucking like it or not, the gold version.
Do you like Brian May? Do you like Brian May?
He's all right. He's not the best guitarist.
How is Brian May going to be able to afford his next house? Tickers. Have you thought of Brian May?
His next house?
Have you ever thought of doing something for other people?
He has been on top of the fucking charts, Mr. Brian May, for fucking 40 odd years. I saw them in 1986 when they were on top of the world. Yes. So they've quite a long time.
That's a nice box.
There.
Look at the box, Tickers.
I must admit, it's for the box. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, Tickers. It looks like all those empty ones that are always behind you in the camera.
Behind me, that's
behind you.
Behind me, yeah.
But look, it comes with a Brian May with a Brian May special 6 farthing piece because that's what he uses as a pick.
That's what he uses as a plectrum. Yes, correct. Yeah. That's right. He does.
So you can use that to play guitar.
That's what Brian May uses to play guitar instead of a plastic plectrum. He uses a sixpence.
Oh,
yeah, because he couldn't afford a pick.
His guitar is built by his grandfather out of a wooden fireplace or something.
Yep.
His original guitar is made by his father.
That's so cool, man. We should have got a super chat to reveal this watch, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna use this one, Mike K. Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Okay, so Brian net worth is $210 million, mate. He doesn't need me to buy his fucking watch for him.
He does. He does because he needs to upgrade the house. He needs a bigger house.
210 fucking million. Come on.
It's not enough. It needs to be bigger. Bigger. Tickers. Bigger. How many watches does Brian have? Thousands.
Yeah, I'm up to 1,000. But the one thing I can tell you about this watch is this watch was, I don't know, $500 US, something like that. It makes me as happy to wear this as it does any of the high-end Swiss watches that I have, because I just love the way it looks and I love the feel of it, and it's cool. And if Tickers doesn't like him, doesn't like it, well, then fuck him dead. That's all there is to it.
Tickers,
no, I didn't say
this
that.
is your
No,
opportunity.
I love the watch. No, I do love the watch, but I'm not. I wouldn't buy it because of Brian May. I'd buy it because if I like the watch or not because of Brian May.
I think Brian bought it just because him and Brian May have the same first name.
Yeah, that was exactly the reason. And he spells his name the right way, not the weird way with the Y in it.
Exactly.
To be honest, I was actually a couple of nights ago. I was listening to some Queen. I've got a live album, and I was blasting that out. Me and the neighbours were enjoying that quite a lot.
And then the power went out. I wonder why.
Whole Milk says Tickers buys one luxury watch, and all of a sudden he's worried about resale value.
She got bit by the bug.
Tickers
it's
is
been
now
you lot rubbing off on me, aren't you, with all your fucking resale value bullshit that you come out with, you know.
Tickers, you changed, man. You changed. That FXD has corrupted your soul, man. I brought you here for your nonchalant and your collecting advice. But now you got the taste of over resale value and never been the same, man.
Well, there's actually the FXD is apparently not the 2022. He's basically practically sold out now. This year's allocation. If you're not on the allocation now for this year, you're not getting one. Already.
Seriously?
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. Honestly, mate. Yes.
There was one day the other day.
They're from Jonathan in Germany, who said he went to get one, and they said no, see ya. And somebody on a Facebook page went to a UK dealer, and they've told him, sorry, jog on. You're not getting on the. You're not getting on the list.
There was one down in Lonsdale today, down in Belfast, and I thought the 2022 one wasn't as good.
Red Tickers.
Well, it's not as good because it's not 2021. But if you could have grabbed it, you should have grabbed it because you could make a footload of money. They're selling on eBay. They're selling $1,000 or something over. They're selling for £4,000 and $3,000 in the shops. They're selling $1,000 over retail on eBay. The 2022 is.
Well, Tickers will be at the Rolex AD soon, starting his journey and calling everything else a shitter.
Listen, Tickers. The minute you get that FXD, then the next thing we're hearing about is the Seamaster Professional. It was like, shit, your love affair with that FXD was about 20 minutes.
No. I mean, you all have more than one luxury watch, don't you? For fuck's sake,
The super chats have changed you, man. They've changed you. Why is 2022
not as good as the 21? Russell, the reason the 22 is not good as 21 because the rumor has it there's only 150 21s in existence because it was made at the end of last year. So that's why it's not, and it's the first edition. The 21 is the first edition. And people seem to go a bit crazy over first editions of stuff. That's why.
Human psychology, basically, right? It's all
it's nothing different apart from stamped. It's got a 2, and perhaps people like the 1 instead of a 2 on the back. I don't know. So this Seiko Brian May is 530 English pounds.
Only.
Or $595 US.
But think of it, it's gold plated.
You see, you see, that's the thing. We get our fucking pants pulled down.
By the way,
$595. That's like 350, nearly 400 English. But we don't pay that. We pay 530.
Tickers, can I just say, like, honestly, what Seiko did here is so fucking slimy and so dirty, because they released this watch already, and Brian's got one there in silver, right?
Correct.
And they said it's limited edition, and now they do it again. They just changed the color just a little bit. They just gold plated it. Not much change at all.
I think it's
but wait, No, wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah,
you Rolex fanboys go all nuts if they put a slightly
Rolex,
green
there is.
bezel on it.
But they're not
Insane.
limited editions. And also, like, when you probably people who bought that first limited edition, they're probably, are you cheesed off that they released this one, or are you not cheesed off?
No, I'm happier than the pig and shit because then I got a chance
because
to
yours
buy
is better
another one. No, I want the next one too. I'm an addict. Please.
Why couldn't they pick another guitarist? Is nobody else was like, man, fuck this. I don't want to be. I don't have my name tainted by Seiko releasing a watch. Was Brian? Was Brian May the only one to sell out?
No, he actually, there's a story about him on their first tour to Japan with the first little bit of money they had. He bought a Seiko 5 and has worn it as his primary watch ever since then. And they came to him and said, how about doing a watch with, and blah, 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 blah. And that's the story. And I bought it and I'm okay with it.
Okay, so Kevin's asking why is the
$210 million.
Kevin's asking why the FXD is not 600 meters because the Marine Nationale spec'd it to be 200 because they actually, which is too much anyhow, because they literally go 8 to 9 meters below the surface. The Marine Nationale asked for it is 200, and because it's only 200, they got rid of the valve on the side, and they also made it nearly 2 millimeters thinner. So that's why
cool.
It's not 600. Sorry, I just had to public service announcement to tell people.
Public service announcement. Yeah, man, this is and so they're gonna
200, 600 is better, but you don't need
1
it.
year later, you can expect Brian May limited edition number 3, limited to 22,000 pieces, and then a year later,
and it'll probably be a two-tone. It won't. It be like a root beer. It'll be a two-tone.
Never. And do you think a guitarist? Do you think people like a young aspiring guitarist will buy these watches to wear?
Or is this who idolize Brian May will do.
The next edition will have a big head of curly hair coming off of the top of off of 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But Chili Badger said that Brian May thinks the picture says that Brian May needs a think bubble saying money. Actually, let's see. Tickers, can you tell me what's wrong with that picture?
He's not even wearing a fucking watch.
No, he's wearing the watch.
Well, they photoshopped it on him. There's no way this is actually
his other hand,
wearing.
Right, okay. Sorry, look at his other hand. What is wrong with that picture?
With this one?
For the sake of time, that picture there, Brian's got the watch on his right arm, which would make him left-handed, which he's not.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't spot the watch, because I went to his left hand.
Yeah, and as somebody who's left-handed, but I play guitar right-handed, I always take my watch off because it will scratch the shit out of the guitar.
Yeah, well, I'm left-handed, I play right-handed, and I never ever take my watch off to play guitar.
And Brian May is right-handed, and he wears the watch on the left hand. But for the photo, they put it on his right hand, so it would be out in front.
Right.
Well, I think this is a Photoshop. There's no way.
Yeah.
I think, listen, they told him, like, hey, let's do the collab. And he said, yeah, you guys do it whatever you want, but for no amount of money, I'm going to wear this watch.
He's not a watch guy. As far as I'm aware, I didn't think Brian May was a watch guy. He's not like Clapton or John Mayer, who are massive watch guys. I don't think Brian May is a watch guy, as far as I'm aware.
No.
Listen. So, Brian, which one do you like better? Do you like the silver or the gold?
I haven't seen the gold in person, but I like both of them, and I'll have both of them, and I'll be happy with having both of them. But I think the silver and the black is much. It's more true to his guitar because his guitar doesn't have gold hardware on it anywhere.
I agree. The original one's far nicer.
Yeah,
far nicer.
Yeah, this is like. It's just cashing in, just dirty, man. I feel dirty just looking at this image. This is what, like, there's so much wrong with this whole watch collecting thing. This is the stuff you look at, it makes you kind of depressed. I'm you know what? Honestly, this is depressing. By the way, if Seiko was to collaborate with Tim Wright, my email is at the bottom.
Tim's just jealous because Brian's got a full head of hair and Tim's bald as an eagle.
Yeah. Ooh, Mike asked if John Mayer can sell a $200 G-Shock. Brian May can sell a $500 Seiko 5. Take that, Fikers.
And they did.
Good point.
The first edition sold out and has been selling for over retail on eBay.
Really? It sold out all those copies?
All 9,000 of them, yeah.
Man, that's impressive.
Yeah. Yep.
It wasn't long ago, was it? Was it last year or 2 years ago? The Brian May one came out, the first one. How long ago was it?
May of 20.
Was it right? That's 2 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, because my AD had my AD had just reopened when they finally got theirs. But I got mine from England when it was shut down, and anyway, the U.S. shipment didn't get. The Seiko didn't allocate to the U.S. because of us being shut down.
Did you get a discount?
Always.
Did you get? You did. Okay.
Very, very.
Sales rep tickets needs guitar lessons. Okay, sales. Obviously, you've not been here for a bit. Then you wouldn't have, because you would have seen me playing a few weeks ago. So, there you go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Great little show we had tonight.
I finally got here. Thank you for hanging on and keeping me seat warm, Tim. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all good, guys. Hopefully everybody is safe in
heat.
England, London, wherever you are. Live through this storm, guys. Huge shout out to Brian, Pocket, Red, and Tickers, and Paul Thorpe for jumping on to talk a little bit about Ray Bans, sunglasses and stuff. Guys, if there's gonna be any news, we're gonna follow through, see how this develops. If you guys are interested in the Seiko 5, I wouldn't be buying this one. Or against watch it Brian advice. Just go for the clean one. None of this marketing bullshit. All right, guys. I'll see you all maybe a little bit later, maybe tomorrow. Good night, everybody.